Hey boys, welcome back to round 6 of our Warriors slash Roger Tuivasa-Sheck 2021 career mode. I mean, it's basically the Warriors career mode, but we're just controlling the captain and just, just a great guy in general, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. We'll look at the Eels lineup here. Pretty similar. No Moses. Must be injured or suspended, I guess. Forward pack, pretty similar. Hipgrave. Okay, so they got their recruits on the bench there. Hipgrave, Opachich, and Bryce Cartwright. the big signing of Brycey Cartwright. And I saw, it's the age-old meme, the running joke of NRL preseason that these has-beens and players that just aren't very good, they're training the house down. And Bryce he's doing that exact thing for the Eels. I don't see where the hell he would play for the Eels because, their back row, Sean Lane and Madison obviously are going to get the starting back row spots, you would think. And then Nathan Brown, you would expect to be the lock. I mean, maybe he could shift into the front row, but I'm like, where would Cartwright play? So I don't know. And even the signing of Hipgrave from the Titans, honestly, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a decent little depth pickup probably because he's a solid player. I'd never really liked him right there. Right there, that you're probably thinking, what the hell are you doing? That's one of those times where you sort of, I've talked about this so many times, but if you've played Beer Pro, it's one of those times where your player doesn't exist, basically. So that's why I called for the pass. They didn't pass it to me, and then they just threw it for the intercept. And then I tried to make the tackle. He obviously didn't make the tackle. And I think it was Campbell Gillard who scored. So that's always frustrating. I wish they could have fixed that bug. It is definitely the biggest issue with the game. I don't know why it happens. It's just, it's very frustrating though, as Nathan Brown here gets through, gets the offload to Will Smith. Great play from Nathan Brown. We're just talking about him, and all of a sudden the Parramatta Eels here are just running through us. We're coming off a loss, as now Brownie bumps off one. Oh no, that time I probably could have made the tackle, but I didn't expect him just to shrug off. I don't know who it was, but he just shrugged him off with ease, and then I sort of was anticipating a pass potentially, and I was already sort of spreading out wide, and that's a bad one. So 12 points to nothing, they're dominating us, and like I was about to say, we did lose last week, but I thought we were actually very, very good. Our new recruits look solid, and we obviously were playing very well, so it's disappointing to put on this performance thus far, but we still got plenty of time. Going back to that, Hipgrave for the Titans, I know they always talked about him being like, hard, and he would put it, he always puts in 100%, but I was never, as a Titans sort of fan, I'm pretty happy that Hipgrave is gone. And if the Eels want to sign him, that's fair enough. He's solid, but I think the Titans have done a very good job in their recruiting. But getting back to this game here, 30 minutes gone as Gutherson now gets straight through. We were caught napping a little bit here. We got to make the ground, make the tackle, but again, our frontline defense, I don't know what's happened here. We're falling off tackles. It's been a disappointing opening half. That's great play. It's disappointing defense, but the Eels are throwing it around very, very nicely. Is Reed Marnie here? Oh, I knew he was going, dude. We come up with a try saver. I could see the marker not square. Thankfully, Marnie just sort of double taked. He wasn't sure whether to pass it or take it on. And then when he decided to run, I got in position to make the tackle. Otherwise, they definitely would have scored there because there was a massive gap that he could have got through. As we finish off with a nice shot on Gutherson just to relieve a little bit of tension. But 12 points to nothing. Dominated by the Eels in that first half. But it's only 12-0. Only 2 tries. We showed last game we definitely got points in us, so we just have to play substantially better than that first half. That's all we got to think about. Just erase that first half. We just got to come out firing, and that's not what we needed. Blake Ferguson just skips out of another would-be tackler, and thankfully we make the tackle. I think with who was that? Not Aiken. I'm not sure who it was, but that is, again, the defense. The defense is shocking. Beautiful play out wide. Gutherson is going to score. I was doing my best to get over there, but I knew if they pass it out wide, it was nice play. Yeah, again, I mean the Eels are they're making us look silly here, but they're playing nicely. They're getting through some flimsy defense, and then on the back of that, they're playing good footy. Like they're shifting it out wide instantly, and I couldn't get across. Again, the Ferguson break, I guess I shouldn't have pushed forward so far, but I was like, oh, like I'll, put pressure on. Like as a fullback, you can make that tackle, and because he bumped off one, he sort of, in the animation, you can't actually make a tackle. So it was, again, just bad timing for when we got down to put pressure on. So 16-0. If we want to come back in this one, it's going to take a bit of a miracle, and it has to start pretty quickly as Ferguson again. Oh my God, dude, this is this is getting embarrassing for our defense. Also, our defense has been a bit shocking, but our frontline defense has just been abysmal. They can't make tackles. It's disappointing to see as Will Smith now gets through a nice little offload as well. Jeez, they're running us ragged. We're falling off tackles. They're getting through just with absolute ease. The pass here, Opicic, the man off the bench, is going to score the easiest try he'll ever score. It might have been like he passed it. I'm sure he passed it before the try line, and it looked like he caught it in the not in the dead ball, but he caught it in the try in the goal line. He got it in the zone. So it might have been forward, but regardless, I don't know what we've dished up here. It's been a disaster as we finally get our hands on the footy, trying to just spark something. I mean, we got 10 or so minutes left to get something going, try to take a little bit of momentum into next round. As who was this? Cody Nikarima, beautiful play. I called for it just slightly too late because I didn't want to bomb the try, but unfortunately we didn't get there as Harris Tavita takes it on. And he's going to get the try. So there we go. We finally break the duck, get the 4-pointer off the back of an error from the Eels. And I mean that's the one thing, they haven't really come up with errors. We haven't really seen their half of the field. So it's hard to win games like that. And then you throw on the fact our defense has been absolutely shocking. It's a recipe for disaster, really. So we got a few minutes left. Try to put something on once again here as we get out of dummy half. Nice ball across there, Aiken, almost through the gap, but good defense there from the Eels to wrap him up. Is up the middle there, trying to get into this game. Back end, we're still. I mean, it's RTS. He never gives up in a game. Doesn't matter the scoreline. Is a call for the little kick there. Didn't really work out as Sean Lane is gonna swoop on it. And what? So again, I don't know why this game had happened so much, but that again, the game didn't really register me being there, so that's why I just ran straight past him. Always frustrating, but it's not what's cost us in the end. I mean, it was a poor performance. The Eels played really well. The AI just played some good footy there, and weren't really in the contest. Nathan Brown was outstanding. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.